Hello, my friends. Good morning, good day, good afternoon. This is Damir. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and I have a message for you. Okay, so my message is I want to remind you and remind myself to live in a beautiful state. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to explain. Basically, I believe that no matter what happens to you, you can't control what happens to you. You know, it's like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. But you can control the way you handle this. You can control your state. You can control and what do you think about, right? What do you focus on, and how you feel, your state. So you can operate, basically beautiful state is based on gratitude, passion, love, camaraderie, contribution, like beautiful state, okay? And the ugly state is based on fear. Okay, this is basically the difference. The ugly state is you are stressed, depressed, basically you are in fear. So what does that mean? The fear, you're like, no, and you being selfish. Okay, so ugly is when you are full of fear, and you're also selfish. You think about yourself. You think, oh, and some people can say, oh no, Damir, you're not right. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about my kids. And it's like, it's bullshit, okay? Because you're thinking about your kids, but you're also thinking, oh, you're gonna fail as a parent, and you can't provide, and it's again being in a selfish state. But that's different. I just want to remind, I want to tell you the same message over and over again. I want to remind myself to commit to just live every day, no matter what happens, in a beautiful state, in a gratitude state. Think about what you're grateful for. Love, passion, help someone. Just you can pick that state. Okay, you can decide to live in that state. It's nobody can tell you what you think about. This is something that only you control, and that's what I'm practicing, and I'm always trying to master, is to master my state, because you're gonna react differently. Okay, the same situation, if your kid comes home or something happens, and if you're in a bad state, if you're in an ugly state, you might just snap and do something bad, right? Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'm too excited right now. I haven't done videos for a while, okay, so I want to calm down. So basically, when you're in a beautiful state, you're gonna react differently. You might have a little more patience, okay? Maybe you will ask a question, maybe you'll find out the reason, and it's just gonna help you. In all cases, doesn't matter if you have a business, relationships, anything, just being in the state of gratitude, love, passion, is much better. So what do you choose? Like Matrix, you want a red pill, blue pill, Okay, so now I don't want to just talk theory. I also want to share with you some things that I do personally that helps me to get out of the bad state, okay, to get out of that negative state. So it's very important to understand the body and mind connection. So basically, most people don't know, or maybe they do know, I don't know, depends who you ask, but probably most people don't know that when you are depressed, when you're in that fear state, your body is different. Your shoulders are down, your breathing is different, your head is looking down, it's just like you're probably sitting. So there is specific patterns that everybody has when they feel, and there is probably in your mind, you're just repeating, like you're focusing on something and you make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So the first thing that you can do to get out of this state is just very simple, to change your physiology, okay? What is physiology? It's pretty simple, basically the way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you... So by just standing up, getting your shoulders right, just looking up, taking a deep breath, and just asking yourself, yes, this is happening, but what can I be grateful right now? That's all you probably need, because you cannot be grateful and be fearful. Like, you can have fear and gratitude. They're opposite. Okay, this is cold and hot water. Okay, you can be. So it's very important. So whatever happens in your life, you just say what I can be grateful for, who I really love, who loves me, you know. And this is my message for today. Basically, to get out of this state, you can do it. Anyone can do it, like very fast. Okay, sometimes in the beginning it can take like 10 seconds, like, oh my god, I really have to do it, or do I really have to do it? And you don't want to do it, like your mind is like stay in that state and stuff. But you can train your brain is like a muscle. So if you continue being aware of what I've just shared with you, if you continue just to be aware, like, what state am I right now? Am I in a beautiful state or ugly state? That's all it takes. You just being aware, and then just changing physiology, and, you know, changing the things. You can also ask yourself a couple questions. I really believe the quality of our life depends on the questions that we ask ourselves. You know, you can ask a negative question, or you can ask a positive question. You know, negative question will be such as like, why can't I do something? Why am I fat? Why am I a loser? Why am I... So by asking those kind of questions, you know, our brain is like super machine, and it will answer all of those questions. So if you ask, oh yeah, why can't I do that? Oh, it will tell you a couple reasons, or because of you that, because of you that. So those are all negative questions. And I notice a lot of people, they just don't think, and they don't value how important the questions are. So I think it's very important just to ask yourself right questions. Right, some examples of the right questions can be, yes, I failed or something happened, right? But what have I learned? Okay, what can I do better? How can I make it faster? How can I make it better? How can I make more money faster, easier? You know, you always, it's like, interesting, something to think about. And this is all it basically takes. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much. The other thing, I actually want to talk so much because I haven't done those videos for so long, and I live by this, and I want to share, but I haven't been sharing for a while. So I hope some of you will try just to do a couple of these things. Also, my wife asked me to talk a little bit about goals. Like right now she's setting up goals, and I was like, yeah, I told her a couple of things that work for me from books and events and all this information that I consumed already in the last 6 years. So I want to share with you, first of all, there is a good book, okay? I don't know if I have it here. A lot of books that I have are not actually here, so I'm not going to spend time looking for it. I'm just going to say the name of the book is Flow. Okay, so you can read the whole book, but I'm just going to give you like the core. If you basically just know this thing, you don't even need to read the whole book. You know, most books, they have like a couple good ideas, and then there's just a bunch of examples and samples, and just author talks and talks and talks. So if the main thing about that book is basically there are two, there is like a graphic, okay? And maybe I'll make it, maybe I'll write it so you can see. The first graphic is your skill, okay? So it's like this and like this. So it goes up and it goes that way, okay? So the up is your skill, and your down is arrow that goes horizontal, right? Basically is time. So, and you ask yourself, how skillful, what is your skill level in specific goal, okay? And from 0 to 10, you can say, for example, you know, reading books. If you've never read a book, you probably like maybe 2 or 3 your level. Okay, you can't consume as fast, you can read, you don't know the speed readings and all these techniques, so you're like 2 and 3. So if you're setting up like to read a book a day, you will be stupid. So the bottom line is the time, right? So you say like your skill is on 2 and 3, and your the time you put a goal, how basically in 1 day, in 3 days, in 10 days, you want to read a book. So you basically, the bottom line, what you want to do is you want to match how hard is your goal, you know, how hard is it from 0 to 10 with your skill level. Okay, so that's it basically. So if you do that, then if your skill level on 5 and your goal is how hard is it on 5, it's going to be, the dot is going to be right here. I'm going to try to make this so I don't need to hold my hands and show this thing, but so hopefully you're going to see it by now on the screen. So it will create a straight line, and this is the flow. The flow is basically when you're setting up goals based on your skill level. If you're setting up, I'll tell you, if your skill level is super good, but your goal is very small, it will be boring for you. Okay, you're like, I got it done. What's next? Like, boom, you know, it's not interesting. At the same time, if your skill level is very low, but your goal you're setting is super hard, like be a millionaire. Like, have you ever made $100,000? Like, if you never made $100,000 and you want to be a millionaire, it's like, so setting up goals on your skill level is very important. The couple advices that really helped me, you know, I want to say there's a lot of people, a lot of suggestions. You can just Google like setting up goals and stuff. And I read so many books and I watched so many videos, and a lot of people say, shoot for the star. I like, shoot for the moon, you'll hit the stars, or shoot for the stars, you'll hit the moon. Whatever that is. I actually, I don't agree with that, okay? And why I don't agree, I'll explain it to you. And it's, everybody's different, but maybe this will work for you. I just want to, maybe you try, okay? I like to set up like small goals. And I just get so excited when I'm talking about this. I like to set up small goals and achieve them and celebrate. And small goal, celebrate. Small goal, celebrate, 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 celebrate. You gotta celebrate. You know, if you're just setting up, like my goals were like, okay, you know, and I also want to talk, there is some different goals. There is financial goals, your relationship goals, your health goals, and you want to make them different. Each category you want to set up goals. So financial goals was for me like to make $10,000. Okay, I was like, I just want to make 10,000. How fast I can do this? Okay, so I would break it down by like 2,500, 2,500, 2,500 or something. And every time you make, you're like, yes, yes, yes. I was celebrating. I was actually making videos. I haven't posted them anywhere, but I was like just saying like, I'm just so happy because I can do it over and over and over and over again. It was just like, it was amazing, that feeling. That's my psychology. So I always set up like first, even with the videos like this, I was like, instead of I'm gonna make 6 months videos every day, I was like, what if I just do 10 of them and I celebrate, and then I'll do 25 of them and I'll celebrate, and then I'll do 50 and I'll say, so you want to like raising, but you want to start with something that you're happy. The same with you. Setting up small goals is way to go. It's just like, it will give you that every time you achieve something, you want to do more, and every time you fail, you're like, oh, you haven't done it. So it's very important to do both, you know, get high goals, but also not super small ones. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to say is, like I said, body-mind connection is very important. You can't think good if you don't feel good. So it's very important to take care of your body. I'm actually about to go to the gym right now. I was like, I'm gonna make this video and inspires me. I want to tell you, like, no matter where you are physically, consider of starting, and not just because you want to be like have big muscles and like all this stuff, not for that, but it just helps your body feel being optimal state, and it also fuels your brain. When you work out, your blood flow goes, new ideas come, and they're very connected. It just, that's how it works. Your mind and your body, they're super connected. So I actually spend time working out every day. Sometimes I had this time period in my life, and I also had a period in my life where I didn't work out at all. And they have like good and bad things in both of them. So right now I try to balance. I'm not trying to be pro athlete or anything. I haven't been working out for a while, and that's why I'm probably saying this to you, because I must. You gotta make it a must. You gotta work out. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna think better. You're gonna look better. Your confidence is gonna go. If you're single, there's like no brainer. You should work out because because you want to attract girls, and nobody want to date like a fat or super skinny guy. So this is like already motivation for you. You probably don't need a motivation from me or any explanation. You already do this, okay? But there's some people who are probably married, and they just stop working out because everything is good. Like, you lose that motivation. And I want to remind you, okay? Don't lose it, okay? Don't lose it. You might not want to work out as much, but still go. Right now I think I try to do like 3-4 times a day, couple groups of muscles and per day, and that should be enough. Some people spend too much time in the gym. Okay, you don't want to. Okay, the key to life, I want to end on this. Key in life for me is balance. Okay, too much of gym, not enough reading is bad. Too much reading, not working out is bad. Too much, religion and being the religion, too much is also bad because it stops you from doing stuff. Not to have faith at all is also bad. Like everything, too much work and not enough having fun it might get you more results, but you're also not going to be happy and fulfilled. Too much fun and not enough work is also bad. Like the whole life, you gotta balance things. How much you work, how much you work out, how much you how many times you go to the church or mosque or anywhere. I appreciate all the religion. It doesn't matter what religion you are, So anyway, thank you for watching this video 2, and tomorrow I'll try to make another video, share some cool tips for you. If you watched all of that video, that means it was interesting. Click like, subscribe. It will motivate me to make more stuff. If this is the first video you watched and you don't know like who I am, what I do, and why I make this stuff, I actually made a video yesterday. It's my video 1. You can watch this. I tell a little bit more what I'm tired about, what's my goal and the vision and mission, what I'm trying to accomplish. Thank you for watching. Every day I'm gonna try to come up like with the best some useful content and share with you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Damir, my name is Damir Yarullin, and remember, live in a beautiful state.